Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Saturday, and yesterday was Happy Aloha Friday, but I wasn't feeling so well, so I kind of had to say, had to kind of like, aloha, my Aloha Friday. For today, it's Saturday. So we've got a lot of donos. We're going to be doing some Wheel of Cheese. First and foremost, one of the things I have to do is thank one of my mods of the 4 Musketeers that I do have, Double A, who has repaired the form. For Wheel of Cheese requests and everything. There was some kind of technical API-ish thing that happens between things, and one breaks the other one. And so he did some heavy lifting. So if you notice a few changes on the form, I think maybe you might have to log in. I'm not too sure yet. It's just that next lift for another iteration of the form. So I want to thank Double A for all his hard work, as well as 1AM, Turnip, and Snake for the ancillary support of all that. So that is very important to us and what we do and how we do what I do. Because if you guys remember, the first 6 months I had no mods, no nothing, and all I would have you guys do is put your song in the chat and everybody would go, brrr, I'd go, brrr, and spit on my hand, like I just did. But Double A to the rescue. Thank you so much, my friend. So today we're gonna start off with some Wheel of Cheese. We'll do a couple of those, and then we're going to get right on to our donos. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you ever want to join us, the Twitch links are down below. You can just click on that, come over here. If not, just make sure you sign up on that YouTube channel, and either way you look at it, within a few days I drop the Twitch VOD on that channel for your viewing pleasure. So speaking of viewing pleasure, let's get ourselves going for a Wheel of Cheese. So we're going to see what happens here when we have, there could be an act of God. If we find a glitch with the form, it is what it is. I doubt it. But if we do, we'll work it out. This is not a populated wheel of today. This is from the last wheelie. So let's go ahead and let's repopulate it. And let's see if we get some vetted. Oh, hey, guess what? Let me see. Stand by. I know I did this. I know I do this. I know I do this. See what happens here. Okay. I made a mistake at something. Wait a second. Stand by. There we go. All right. There we go. Here we go. Okay. You guys ready? I'm ready. Are you guys ready? I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I can't hear you in the chat. Hello? No panic, Double A, no panic. Hey, Double A's in the house too. All right, guys, we're spinning our first wheelie. Let's go. MP3, thank you so much for the resubscribe. You too, Ginger. So Asteroid Jason. Is Asteroid Jason in the house? Where's Asteroid Jason? Asteroid Jason would like us to hear. Let me see here. We're going to be listening to. So we are going to be listening to Vortal Combat, VORTAL Combat is the name of the song. Half-Life 2, Episode 2. No message in there. We're just going to go lay into it, and let's go. This is from Asteroid Jason. All right. And I suck because I turned the volume down. I'm so bobo. Stand by. Here we go. It almost feels like this is a basic track and they remove vocals from it. You know what I mean? So because I don't know where this is fitting in the anime, I think it's an anime, isn't it? Yeah. It's a game, sorry. You guys know me. I can't talk. Yeah, you just said that with the portal, and I looked over there and I just said, that kind of looks like the portal in the thumbnail. So now it makes sense, Ginger. I hear what everybody's saying, that this is like the end of the second episode, or... This is great music if it was like a hunting vibe. A little major third in there a little bit, hiding in there. Whoever has the special rules, let's see if we can hear it here. Trippy. So now I understand the game in the sense that that it's a game. It wasn't an anime, and then I was kind of putting it together. So it was very raw and punchy. I love the drums. Actually sounded like it was a little more analog-y in the mix. But then everybody started saying, or somebody had mentioned, this was the same thing as from the developers of Portal. And it's funny, I looked up just now the image, thumbnail of it, image. I could see, oh yeah, I can kind of see a little bit of staying close to a formula that works. Almost kind of like what they do with Journey, the video game Journey. And apparently they've shown us enough trailers of, what's it called? Swordfish of the Sea, or something of that nature, which is going to be a follow-up, kind of another version, kind of almost using the same kind of background and gaming physics, if you would. Love the track, thought it was cool. There was a band I was thinking of that was a little more, I don't know if maybe I was thinking Trent Reznor-ishy, only because it had a little bit more of that sound design kind of vibe in it. So that's what I'm talking about. All right, next up. Let's see here. We are going to do one more wheel of cheese. By the way, Double A did ask me to let you guys know that while he is crafting his magic on the forum, that we're not quite ready for the Spotify, but it's being added now, Spotify link capabilities. So do not use that as an option because it will not be honored at the moment. Because 1 a.m. broke it. So that's why. Oh, here comes all the faces. Here comes all the faces. I'm just kidding. 1 a.m. did not break it. I'm just saying. Okay, stand by. So one more wheelie cheesy. Or maybe Patty Cakes broke it. I don't know. Those guys, they take turns breaking things. Okay, let's go back to some more wheel of cheese. Stand by. Asteroid Jason. Next up, we have. All right. Oops. Oh man, I blew it again. Sorry. My bad. My biscuits. That's just what's happening. Hey, wait a second. What's going on? Did I blow it? Hang on, hang on. I could be blowing it right now. Stand by. Yeah, you can call me out in it. I'll take it all. I am old man-ish, because that's what happens. There we go. That's fine. I'll take the heat. I'm failing like normal. Oh my God, you guys are laying into me. I enjoy taking the beatings. Beat up the old man at all costs. I think that's what we're going to change it to. Okay, here we go. Ready? Now I will stop it. Oh, get it past DJ. Oh, yeah, no, I'm kidding. Rotten Sound Garden. Yip E. For Rotten Sound Garden. Let's see what Rotten Sound Garden would like from us. Rotten Sound Garden wants us to be checking out. Let's see what the name of this band is. Oops, I scrolled too far. God dang it. I have to make a column adjustment here on my thingy. Rotten Sound Garden wants us to listen to some metal track. That's what we're talking about. Taking a little longer than normal because that's what I am. I'm a little longer than normal, said my ex-girlfriend. Okay, wait a second. Here we go. All right, now, the artist is Puya, and the song is Sal Pa Fuera. Sal Pa Fuera, if I'm going to read it right. Hi, Jeebs. Wishing you and a family and fellow Jeebsaholics a happy Easter. This was their final show in Puerto Rico in 2002 before they went on hiatus till 2009. So it looks like we're in for some live music. Let's go.
Se vea ni una alma tranquila. Que esa energía llegue hasta Vieques. Vamos a movernos.
Give me Gorjira vibes. Oh, a little bit of the peppers. I love the congas back there. A little bit of the Rage Against the Machine vibes. It's like Rage meets Peppers. You know what I gotta give it to you, mama thingy. All right, this is stepping away from it all. I like this. Rage Against the Peppers. I like that. Uh-oh, Christopher Walken's hiding back there. Because, you know, we need more cowbell. Oh, God, I love this with the percussion. Well, last wipe, I guess it would be the same as that guy who plays the beer keg in Slipknot, right?
Sal pa fuera para la calle, sal pa fuera, coño. Sal pa fuera, vamos, sal pa fuera, coño.
Encore. You know what I did like about this, guys, even though, well, first of all, I thought the whole track was a slam. It was a great rhythm riff presentation to start off the stream. But I dug that in the mix, they gave life to the percussionists, you know, the conga player. There were some timbales that went in and out through there, as well as the Christopher Walkens and his old man cowbells. So I kind of like that they weren't trying to bury it in the mix like it's some kind of an incidental, that they really gave it a little bit of life. The track, though, fully reminded me of, I forgot the name. I don't know the title of the song, What I Gotta Get, You Gotta Give It to Your Mama, whatever that was from the Peppers, only because of the slide, you know, that kind of vibe. And then when his performance came in, we had a little bit more of the Rage Against the Machine, and also a little bit of who were the two white guys rappers in the 80s that were Beastie Boys. Kind of a little bit of a Beastie Boys kind of vibe as well, through and through. So, and these guys sounded like they must have crushed it with their fan base as well, because it was quite the crushing crowd as well. All right, guys, we're drifting into our donos now, so that's some Wheel of Cheese to start us off with. I know that some people said that the volume was a little off, so I did raise it a little bit. You know, some of the outputs are going to change based on the YouTube postings and how they put it up themselves. So that'll be something in action. I'm going to do one that's dangling out there from the 12th, and then I'm going to go step right into everything that's been popping in order of donation. This one's coming to us from The Driver, and this particular track is called, hey, we got ourselves a game here, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, The Darkness Inside. This is from The Driver. His message is, a few months back, I downloaded a song from this game that transported us back to the 80s with a glam rock flavor. Well, we're back at it again with this track. Peter Quill, the main character and leader, walks to a balcony railing, pulls out his old Walkman and cassette tape of his favorite track. Oh my God, a Walkman and cassette tape. I do remember. And stares out into the futuristic alien city vista with this song. The Guardians had a falling out, and this is Peter's way to cool down after the arguing. The player can actually interrupt this song to make Peter stop brooding and carry on with the story. But the song was so cool, I couldn't do it. That's kind of cool. No pun. All right, Driver, let's go. All right. Wow, if this is from gameplay, what great graphics. Kick-ass man cave.
Tell me what hides behind your eyes. When darkness falls, does it whisper all its secret lies?
Oh, God, the
Can you hear me? Are you still
rhythmical presentation of this melody reminds me of a song.
Does
Oh,
anyone care?
can't remember.
What's inside you? What do you hide?
Da, 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 da.
I know the parts of you that you locked away and wish
I don't know if it's an
had
Eagle
died.
track.
Are you drowning? Can
Dream
you
On,
feel
thank you. Yes, CNC Freak. Aerosmith, it has the Dream On vibe.
free?
Wow, what a great backing track. Ooh, nice tone of the guitar.
Every day you say tomorrow, and yet tomorrow plays out the same.
That 80s music vibe is apropos for the character who's got the headset on, because it almost looks like that 80s Michael Jackson jacket as well.
And there's always someone else to blame.
Yeah, Iron Maiden's another good one, that guitar tone.
Choice to make. The promises are yours to break. Lies, they tell you lies. You can be more than you see before your eyes. Lies, they're always lies. Listen and a part of you just dies. When you dance with the darkness inside. With the darkness inside.
Also, where the snare is placed in the mix is a little bit more of that, you know, thrash meet glam mix.
With the darkness inside. Take a stand right.
Oh, thanks for that, Ginger. It kind of makes sense
You know you've got to break these chains.
based on what the driver put down in his message.
Stare in the eye of your opponent.
Brexter.
Till one of you remains. Your dreams are burned.
Also, the vocals is that, Madam, yeah, 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 yeah. You know, having that gravel out there, out in the front. Yes, very Bon Jovi. It's funny, we were thinking. I said it, you thought it, you typed it. That's what I'm thinking.
More than you see before your eyes. Lies, they're always lies. Like a lightning bolt right between the eyes. When you dance with the darkness, dance with the darkness inside.
Sorry, disconnected my listening there because I was trying to shape up the volume. You know what else I love about the guitar playing? And there's not a lot of post work on it. It's like early reflection with some moderate compression, and that's it. Ooh, sorry. That should have came in as a bass line.
Tell me what hides behind your eyes. When darkness falls, does it whisper all its secret lies? Can you hear me? Are you still there? Does anyone care?
Now we get into like one of a dozen sounding 80s, a little bit more glam metal. Rat, Poison, Vixen. That actually could be the name of one band. Warrant. I know, not rat poison, rat or poison. Striper's another one. Come on, guys, hit me with it. What other bands?
Like a lightning bolt right between the eyes. When you dance,
Skid Row, that's another one that's good.
dance with the darkness inside.
Almost too clean to be Crew. But same vibe. Leopard, another one, yeah, for sure. Well, behind it all, though, I find also the actual engineering of the drums were great. I like it just for, at times I like when we have a nice big fat spread on the toms, dynamic-wise. And just to give us a little bit of that fun fill. But actually, the toms were a little bit up front on that. What a great fun track. It did have a little bit of that Aerosmith opening kind of vibe, the Dream On kind of a thing. The opening guitar pattern, that clean guitar pattern, it repeated itself. It sounded kind of thin and tinny, which is not a bad thing. It's a good tonal separation between that guitar tone and the tone of the voice and where the vocal was singing in a lower range, so it worked. But it sounded like it was a bridge pickup, with a little boost at around 5,000 or something. What I really liked about it is it had a very nostalgic sound to it, and there wasn't a lot of post-peckery. That's what I'm going to call things that have too much post-production on it, too much side changing. Post-peckery. Stupid. Sorry, guys. It's been a week since I've done this, so bad jokes shall suss up and boil up to the next one. So. All right, we're going to continue on. Ginger. Oh my goodness, yes, Ginger. We have a conversation. Ginger and I are going to be having some fun with an album coming up soon. But that being said, we are going to be listening to a track that Ginger's suggesting from an artist that actually I've become fond of, and of course would have never known about if it had not been the journey here on Twitch with you guys. This one is another one from Vylet Pony. And at first, my first experience, we did that long, massive listen to it. I was really set back by the dynamics of the arrangements and the all over the place and the abstract creativity of this band. I thought it was a band, and I've come to find out it's one person. So this track is called Antonymph. Antonymph. So like an ant-o-nymph. Okay, I think that's it. So we're going to read this message here. Ginger always likes to give really good details here. So first of all, he says, "Hi, Jeeps. First off, happy belated birthday. Mahalo, dude. I wanted to send this donation as both a birthday gift, as a heartfelt thank you for everything you do. Thank you so much. Your streams have been a constant source of light and positivity during these chaotic times. Whether it's your energy, the laughs, or the amazing community of the Abbacados tuning in never fails to brighten my day." Bruh, that's very kind of you. And Kados, did you hear that? The community, that's what we're about, right? That's it. Thank you, Ginger. For this donation, I'd love to request Antonymph by Vylet Pony, a bright, upbeat track that matches the celebratory mood of your birthday. Thank you. I initially considered asking you to discuss the Monarch of Monsters album, which I'd still adore hearing you explore someday, but I don't want to take up too much time unexpectedly and overshadow others' donations or the Wheel of Cheese. Let's chat on Discord about scheduling a dedicated time or stream for that album in the future if you're open to it, of course. On a related note, I've emailed Vylet Pony to invite her for a potential music discussion or interview about Monarch of Monsters or any other topic she'd like to talk about. I'll keep you posted. Once she replies, she might reach out to you directly. I hope your birthday was refreshing and joyful as the energy you bring to the live stream. Thanks for being such an inspiration part of the community. Keep shining, Jeebs. Best, Ginger. I'm not crying, you're crying. Thank you so much. That was very kind of you, Ginger. And I know that you're fairly new into the Kados here at the Abbacado, so thank you very much. That was very, very kind of you. Okay, so then here we go. This is Ginger once again is asking us to check out Violet Pony, and the name of the song is Antonymph. All right, guys, let's do this. Oh. She really enjoys playing around with like the end of every phrase so far. She's just popped on the delay on her background, on her vocals. I love that. I love how she does that.
She said, do you like waffles? I said, hell yeah. Been watching equals 3 until 2 a.m. I ain't got no iPhone, but I got a DS with a keychain.
I love how she flipped the main sequence into another sound, but it's still there. A little bit of a frou-frou emotionless heap vibe for me here.
I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left.
Still cleaning up viruses that you have left. It's like a computer STD.
It's never too late to fall in love with the world. Your past is not today, so say you're straight with a twirl. Yeah, we've all made mistakes before. That's a fact.
I really love the tone of the voice. It's like every time I listen to Violet Pony, I hear something else that comes up to the top. God, I love this build. It's so opposite than most other builds. She is so talented. So she also produced the video and all this sort of stuff. And you know, this is just celebrating kind of an artist that, you know, probably has only tapped into let's just say a mere percentage of what she's capable of doing. I don't know if that means she also made all the cartoon or the animation of everything. I'm not too sure. Let me pause this on a nice little spot here. Hang on so I can, there we go. So I don't know if she's designing this, but outside of that, this particular track, I loved All the sounds that she used for all of her arrangements had kind of a lo-fi vibe to it. There was nothing high and poppy and thin and tingy sounding. I think if anything, maybe there was a hi-hat or something that brought that aspect. It was in perfect marriage with the tone of her voice. Something else that she does in this track that I really enjoy. It's like she has no holds barred, and it's kind of like, I'm going to do what I need to do to make this track sound the way I want it to sound. The opening weird choppiness of the vocal performance of, I guess maybe it was like a vocal Odesza or, hitting samples and stuff, I thought was a great way to enter the track. But the one thing I'm going to lay in on all of this, though, after everything I've listened to about her thus far, I really had an opportunity to just kind of really level into her melody and her voice, and her lyrics. She has she so far has had that ability to have something so light and fluffy as a little unicorn, whatever this is, rainbow and stuff, and not be afraid to say, and fuck the cynicalism, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? It comes across very nice and lighthearted, which I know I've read already some of her other lyrics, and so she'll give you the people's elbow when see fit, and it's not an overdue. But it's something that makes you go, yeah, this is where I'm at. This is probably one of the most straight up, more pop contemporary pieces of music I've heard from her. Because she's been so eclectic so far. Everything that Ginger, that you've shared with me, is such a broad, like, wow, coming from here, doing all this. So, excuse me, I look forward to when the album comes out. And thank you very much again, Ginger. That was extremely kind. And that was a very nice message to myself as well as all the Kados here. So welcome to the community. So yay is what I'm saying. Yep. I don't know if this is, now that's a good question, Rotten Soundgarden. I don't know enough about Hopecore. I just learned about Hopecore yesterday when I shot that video on the Positive Wave Rider channel. So I'm listening more into it. So I don't know exactly how expansive Hopecore is, except for the little playlist at Spotify. Spotify. It's over there. Bruh. Generated for me based on my listening experience, from listening to the gaming playlist. But I don't know if Hopecore means the mood it puts you in, or if Hopecore means melancholy, chill, laid back, kind of stuff. So I'm not too sure. I got to study. I really like the concept of Hopecore. I think what hit me, okay, we'll get on to the stream in just a second. I think what hit me about the potential of what Hopecore could be is it almost felt like when I listened to what Spotify gave me as a listening playlist, I almost felt like, did I just find a home? You know what I mean? Meaning like a genre where I feel like really works for me and how I've been writing lately and stuff like that. I was like, wait, what is this? Oh, wait a minute. Hopecore, dopecore, I don't know, something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying. Interesting, right? That's what I'm saying. So, yep, nopecore. Oh, shit, here we go. All you guys are going to come up with it. There it is, right? You guys are going to hit me in the comments about happycore. I don't know. I'm such a bobo. All right, next up is Judgment Kazi, one of our usual Kados here in the Abbacado. Oh, there it is. Weedcore, dopecore, copecore. I like that, copecore. We can go on, can't we? Do a whole video on that. Judgment Kazi's up next, and thank you, Judgment Kazi, for the very kind dono, and also you always hanging out both here and on Discord. So Judgment Kazi wants us to listen to, okay, I don't know if I'm going to get the artist name right. Eitetsu Hayashi and Shinichi Kinoshita. The name of the song is Shibuki. And the message is, hey, Jeeps, hope you're feeling better. Thank you. I was feeling kind of like shit yesterday. I have a fun track for you that shouldn't be too hard on your earballs or your brain. Make sure you read through all the background I sent you. There's some real cool tidbits. I'll just read it here for all of us. So I was pursuing my usual playlists, and a recommended track caught my eye, a performance at the National Theatre of Japan in 1997 by a pair of musicians. After listening, I did some digging around and found out that the two musicians had some interesting history. Shinichi Kinoshita is a sagaru shamisen musician that won the All Japan Sagaru Shamisen Championship. That's a tongue twister for me. Back to back in the mid-'80s. So clearly they're pretty skilled. But not to be outdone, Eitetsu Hayashi, a taiko drummer, happens to have a history with the troupe Ondi Koza, which after splitting eventually went out to form the legendary group Kodo. In fact, he was the lead drummer of Kodo for the duration of this time with the troupe, performing at Carnegie Hall and similarly famed venues. Now, what happens when two giants of the Japanese folk genre get together on stage? Let's find out together. So let's do this. This is from Judgment Kazi. Are you guys ready? Looks like this is going to be a live performance as well. Let's go. I'm very familiar with the taiko scene because here in Hawaii we have quite a few taiko troops and stuff and practice halls of you can hear them practicing from 6 miles away. Yeah, no click track going on here. These guys are playing truly in their own vibes there. I don't know if they might have a monitor. Maybe this musician might have a monitor on stage, or vice versa. I just noticed that he comes down with it, and as he comes up, he's using, I think, the underside of the pick finger, like down, up. What a trip. But I wish the camera would cut close to the guy's left hand. I want to see what that technique looks like. So the note seems to be the root. In the tuning of it. Is that a D? Almond, help me out. I don't know. It's apparently a C sharp. I was close. I don't know, Retro Modern Gamer. It is apparently the implement used to play that instrument. And I'm sure it probably has a lot more to it than what we're seeing. But it definitely has the pick theory, if you would, to it. It's my life story. I'm always a half step off. Is that what it's called, Judgment? Abachi? This is where John Bonham got influenced, I'm almost sure. These are some great patterns he's playing. I can't imagine those, whatever the name, the traditional name of the implements he's using to play the taiko with, I can't imagine that being too light. Like that's some serious torn rotator cuff type maneuvering going on there. Yeah, Snowcook, I was just kind of pushing in on that. Amon, one of the things I've learned out here about taiko, since it's a lot more prevalent here in Hawaii, is there's so much more that goes into it than the pattern of what you're playing. You know, it has to do with position, it has to do with your focus, so many different things. It's so unique. Always staying in the minor. I want to hear him slip into that major third for a second. Oh, this is great. Yeah, Retro Gamer, I would think that that's more of a floor tom. I mean, I guess it really depends on what a drummer would want tone-wise. But I would hear that working off of a floor tom or maybe two floor toms as a drummer. I mean, something else I'm mesmerized too with the taiko player is the fact that I'm thinking what are techniques I used as a drummer, you know, with the smaller sticks. So how, I mean, I'm sure it's training, but there's got to be some kind of super light finesse that's going on in the hands that we can't see because of the position of the camera. I'm trying to see if there's any markings on the neck. Not frets, but markings to see if maybe there's... Both of them so far has been absolutely flawless in their tempo performance. There's no slowing down or speeding up going up here. Jeez, that is just Kaz. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That is mind-numbing, and the kind of woodshedding that went in for both of those musicians, just absolutely masterful. Now, I had mentioned before, I've been around a lot of taiko work because we do actually have schools all throughout the islands. There was actually one that's literally 2 blocks away from my mother's house on the south side of the island. So we hear them practicing and stuff. It's not easy, and they start young, and there's, you know, it's for all genders and for everything to come across. But one of the things I watched as I watched them train, and also every year I'm an MC at a festival here on the North Shore, of course, right? It's right up my brand. And every year we have this taiko troupe come in from Wahiwa, which is a town in the middle of the island. And I sit there, and even though the patterns, considering all of us are music nerds, we're all pattern oriented. The patterns may seem like, even if you read it on paper, to be, okay, that's manageable. Really, truly, that's like 30% of the performance. I think maybe Aman might agree. He said he tried it. Because it has to do with the position. It has to do with the attitude and the passion and the poise and the choreography. I mean, definitely the choreography has a hell of a lot to do with this. This guy, this taiko drummer put in an absolute masterclass on it. And as far as for the other artist, I'm not going to get that name of that instrument right, so forgive me. I'm not going to say it. You guys can put it in the chat. Also, absolutely flawless. And also, kind of, I want to say, a little outside of the box and abstract, I think, in some of the melody and the arrangement that he chose. There's little flexes on certain things that were a little more westernized, maybe riffage, pentatonic-y, kind of vibes. But I don't know the history of the instrument or the melodies that were played on that instrument through the, hundreds, if not thousands of years of the performance. So I don't know if I don't know if both these musicians in this performance may have stepped into more of a progressive type of arrangement with the instruments. But either way, it was just mind-numbing. I thought shamisen. So thank you for that. Aman knows how I have to read things that way because I'm that way. Kaz, thank you so much. That was super badass, and thanks for bringing it into myself and the Kados. I really appreciate it. Excuse me. Hang on, I want to read his last message here. That was definitely more specific to this piece. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, let's continue on. Makuzia, how's it, my brother? Mahalo to you, and for your dono, like usual. And let's see what Makuzia is going to bring. Always brings in this sorted gems. Every time I see his name there, it's like I cannot say that I know exactly what's coming around the corner. So I'm going to leave it up to us. Oh, it looks like we might have some more. Let me see here. Okay, here we go, Makuzia. Mahalo for that. I'm not going to say this right. Megumi Hayashibara is the name of the artist or the band. The song is Tsubasa wo Kudasai. I think maybe this is a good time to break into my seaweed. I'm just saying. The message is, this song roughly translates to "Please Give Me Wings." Was originally written in 1970 for the group Akitori. It became popular, taught in choirs in schools across Japan, typically sung at graduations or other occasions of moving to the next stage of your life. It has since been covered by dozens of artists, was the official theme song of the Japanese national soccer team, and an English version was performed at Tokyo in 2020 Olympics opening ceremony. This version was made for the soundtrack of the anime movie Evangelion 2.0, and plays during the scene where the main character causes a near apocalypse when trying to save someone. Oh, so it sounds like it's going to be an emotional track. Makuzia, thank you very much. That was very kind of you, that dono. Let's see what we got here. Let's go. 'It has a very regal, this arrangement. I don't know if it's the arrangement through and through. Almost anthemic, like whatever it is that you do for your. I can see how this was used for opening Olympics. Big Beatles fan. I was just thinking of that, Alman.
悲しみのない自由な空へ翼はためかせ生きている
Very, yeah, it's a pomp and circumstance kind of vibe, yeah? That was a nice little drop of the fourth in there. Just makes you feel that, right? It's like now I'm above the clouds. That's a very nice string arrangement.
子供の時夢見たこと今も同じ夢に見ている
One of those old cheesy kind of like S50 horns there. I liked it. Oh, did it really, Makuzi? That's what it felt like. It was perfect for that. There's some George Martin production going on there. Really a wonderful choice of the voices that are used for this. Almost like junior high school girls choir or something, or girls and boys choir. Those strings right there, though, make it sound like you're sawing through a bamboo shoot. There's a little sexy guitar work happening back there. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Makuzuya, yeah, you're right. The whole vibe of it is definitely celebratory and stepping up, leveling up. It was interesting that you put that in, that it's almost like a song that maybe even as early as elementary school. I don't know what the school system is like in Japan, where we have here at elementary and middle school and high school, but almost as if it is that song that is learned and played in every graduation. I could see it as being if extremely impactful during the Olympics as well. It had that whole celebration and level up vibe to it. And especially with the kids choir approach on this production. I love that because it feels so innocent, doesn't it? Like, could you imagine if it was an adult singing and being that kind of a thing? The song would be great, and the fanfare would be nice. But I think the magic of it was in this performance, the younger. I guess, like I said, I don't know exactly where in the age range this performance was, but it definitely sounded like kids singing this. So it made it a lot more. I guess maybe really representing going, the cracking of the voice, changing of, to the next level kind of vibe. Love that string arrangement in the middle. I thought that was very nice. It kept it also very. They didn't bring it up into another register, like into the violin section, until towards 3/4 of the way through it. But then there was one weird arrangement in there. Just me. It's just my thoughts, just my listening. That did sound like they were sawing through some dry bamboo or something. This had a very. I was like, what's going on over there? But very uplifting track. Like, I noticed people were saying, hey, get out your cell phone lights and doing that kind of vibe. So, excuse me. Thanks for bringing that to the Kados. I liked it. I feel so light and fluffy right now. I feel like I'm ready to move on. I don't know where to, but maybe the next song. Thanks, Makuzuya. I always appreciate seeing you here once a week when you come and hang out here. Sorry about yesterday's delay, but we're here today. Thank you so much, buddy. Next up is SB. I haven't refreshed my list yet, so maybe there's some other, but let me get a couple of these in and then I'll refresh my list. SB, I think SB might be, we might be on lurk for SB. I think she said she was at work. I'm not too sure. Lurking at working. So let's see. Oh, what are you cooking? You can't say that. Now tell us what you're cooking. Maybe you're cooking some music to what we're about to listen to. The band that SB wants us to listen to is Inertia. And, she's cooking steak sangas, everybody. Can you smell it? I smell the steak. So this is called Inertia. The name of the song is Dominion. A delightful morning to you, Abba, and a tippy top of the morning to the Kados. Do the devil horns, Jeeves. It's actually a late Friday night, Good Friday, as I send this request through. One of my favorite tracks from the Sydney band. Last time I saw them live, I had a sprained ankle 2 nights prior. Bummer, no mosh pit for you. I can tell. That probably held you back from another gig. So had to sit that one out. A weird thing for me to do, however, as I'm seeing them after work on Sunday. Oh, you're going to see them tomorrow. Very nice. This is their album headlining tour. I'm definitely healed enough. At least that's what your doctor says. Otherwise, that you're not. But you're going to get out there, and you should just bring a walker with you on the mosh pit. I think that'd be great. I'm just saying, to be in the pit this time around, bring it on. There will be videos in the Discord after this. And that's another thing, folks. You got to check out our Discord. If you're new here, you're just kind of hanging out. We have the same crew of people that hang out at Discord. And when SB and people are going to concerts, they drop them in there. It's really fun, to continue on what we do from here to Discord. So, all right, here we go. Wrap it in barbed wire. Amon's always. Did you read that, SB? Just wrap it in barbed wire, babe. You'd be fine. Okay, here we go. Wow, what a gritty guitar sound. Jeez.
The words that you regurgitate, the things
I love the hi-hat trap work in there, man. That is so brutal, that guitar tone. I think it's beyond gent. I think we should call it bent. That's what it does to my ears. Can you hear the ambient sound design? I think that's badass. Should be done. Da, 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 da. I love that. Great engineering. That turnip, that was great. The layering of those vocals are unreal. I love the melody here. What a badass freaking track. Actually had a ton of great dynamics in the arrangement and stuff. Like I said earlier, I just jumped right on it within the first 5 seconds. The tone of the guitars were just mind-numbing. I think we're just talking about a whole new way of getting the guitar tones that, you know, I'm done trying. I'm not even going to try to sculpt and shape and sidechain these guitar tones. I know that they're married with also the intensity of the tone work in the bass, especially when everything's in unison like that. And it just delivers a whole different sound. Almost, I mean, I'm going to say this because I just don't know a better way to describe it. It almost sounds like you would run, let's just say, a really gnarly, stabby rave synth, run it through a guitar plug-in. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just because it has such this unhuman, or whatever you want to call it, kind of vibe to it in its tone. Another milestone in engineering for me, the layering of the darker, you know, the points where this artist is, you know, growling and doing his best, you know, a few different doubling techniques, and then taking the doubled it and retooling that in a side chain. But here's what caught me off guard that I thought was badass, is they snuck in a little bit of melodic content in the background vocals against this. You know, it sounded like it could have been like, not Vocaloid, but, you know, what's the thing you sing into the tube when artists will do that? It had that weird kind of texture to it. Vocorder, thank you. Or Talkbox. Yeah, it had that kind of texture to it, but I really dug it, you know, because it caught me off guard, meaning I was already settled into the, you know, the pounding of the riffage. But I was pleasantly pleased, if I should say this in my decomposer kind of way, with the fact that they did that. And also, I was really stoked that this isn't, you know, this song really stayed under 3 minutes. Not because of any other reason, that I thought it got the point across and kept you hammering, and it kept, you know, it was a fucking nail gun all the way through. Sorry, did I curse? My bad, job opening. Anyhow, thanks, SB. You're cooking steak. I can smell it from here. You drop in a song like this, you made me curse. Hana ukulele, as we like to say here. Oh, does he have a great singing voice as well? Oh, I'll bet. All right, thank you so much, SB. Appreciate that. Go ahead, somebody screenshot. Ready, and go. Brickum, get that ball and really fight. I'm sorry. Next up, a coral reefer wants us to check out. Sorry, wants us to check out a coral reefer. Are you with us, buddy? You're beginning to be like our friend the kebab seller. You parachute in, we drop in some cabbage, and then disappear. Let's see. A coral reefer would like us to check out a band called Odesza. The song is Bloom. The name, oh, there you are. Hey, Coral Reefer, how are you, buddy? The name of the song is Bloom, and the message is live performance of Bloom from Odesza. Really good production, and this is also a scene from their movie. Oh, I like that. Oh, it almost looks like it's a drum corps of sorts. Something like that. Let's go. How you been, Coral Reefer? Oh, is this the Top Secret dudes? I think this is the Swedish band, the drum corps guys, Top Secret. That's the seaweed, bro. Creative. Sounds great. So is this like a DJ duo? Well, she means it. Love it when we get to see the fans. Great light show. Must have been a blast to be in that audience. Oh, they got out from behind. All right. Coral Reefer, would these artists be more well known in the rave scene? Where do they fit in that genre, or are they cover a few other ones? I don't know. I'm asking because I'm ignorant of that. EDM. Okay. Oh, this is when the MDNA kicks in. Lisa. Oh, that was it? Bruh, that's too bad at Coral Reefer. I was getting into it. I was waiting for more activity. First of all, I love the fact that what was brought into this is that the drum troupe, you know, albeit very small, there's only 8 of them. It kind of reminded me, I kind of look at the way they walk because I'm a huge fan of the Top Secret Drum Corps. I think they're from Sweden. The very first time I was ever introduced to that style of drumming, actually, I had no idea that style of drumming actually came in until my daughters way back in the day watched that one movie that has to do with the drum corps stuff, you know, the unique choreography and stuff. And then I caught it, and I've been a huge fan of theirs and their technique and talent and skill set and everything like that. So I love the fact that there was live musicians that are out there. As far as the EDM movement, this was not even a year ago. And it's really wonderful to hear that this whole representation of music is just well and alive. The stadium was packed. As far as the track in of itself, it was a repeated pattern of arpeggiation that was going on in the back, very high end, and it was seductive. And the fact is we are listening to a mixed version of it. They probably mixed in a little bit of the audio sound of the audience as well. But I think I was a little more mesmerized with watching the drumming and how they came in and implemented it with the choreography and stuff. You know, it's kind of like the Blue Man Group after a shower. I mean, they're not blue. Okay, I'm not going to try to make sense out of that. But so thank you so much for bringing that in there. I enjoyed it. And I am, like I said, I'm a sucker for drum corps stuff. So in the future, if anybody, wants to reach out and put in a wheel of cheese some of the Swiss Top Secret or any kind of the drum corps challenges and stuff like that, I'm so down for that. Thanks for reminding me about that, though, Coral Reefer. I thought that was badass. Ta-da. Okay, speaking of Lisa, who I just made a funny joke, and then she made a funny joke back, and I laughed at, haha. Lisa, you're up. Let's see what Lisa wants. Lisa would like from us a track called, oh, hey, more Voodoo Glow Skulls. Loving that. How are you, Lisa? How's life? This one is called El Más Chingon. Che, pelotudo, el más chingón, huevón. ¿Dónde está la chingadera? Es en sus pantalones, pelotudo. I'm sorry, I just go. That's just what happens. So the message is Voodoo Glow Skulls is one of those bands where the deeper and deeper you go, the more gold you find. Last time I wanted to give you a track by them that covered all of the bases that could point out very clearly the influence they had. This time, while still having the ska rhythm at the core, this track shows much more of the ranchero pull, as well as some of the rockabilly from Reverend Horton Heat. You know, a friend of mine was his drummer for quite a few years. It's from their 5th album, Symbolic, released in 2000, and it's freaking awesome. Also, it's a fun game. Name every genre you hear in this single song. No. All right, let's go. I love the fact Ginger is giving me a nice little breakdown too over here. All right, guys, ready? Lisa Wolf, super mahalo. I know you're bringing it in the house. Let me get this, let me get that, and we're on it. All right. You know, the last one we did, I posted on the Decomposer Launch. Thank you. Muy nervioso. God, this is badass. Lisa, are they more a Spanish in the influence, meaning the band members? A little dissonance there. Pinche cabrón, did you hear that? And the whistling, man. Go, bass player. God, I love the engineering of the horns. It's making me stim. I can't do it anymore. This band just levels up and gives such juice to it. It's like getting a steroid shite to Oingo Boingo and Devo. No, Brexter, STIM, S-T-I-M. It's an ADHD thing. You guys. I like this here, this breakdown. God, I love this mix. That bass has got the balls up front. It's got a System of a Down vibe too. What a great band. You know, what I don't understand is that how has this only got like 95,000 views in 4 years? I think, would they ever be the kind of band that would team up and like share billing with like Streetlight Manifesto? I mean, is that something that doesn't mix because maybe Streetlight's a little dialed down kind of a vibe? I think that would be just such an absolute sick lineup, you know? And then you bring in Brian Seltzer as like the, did I say Seltzer? Seltzer, like the drink? I don't know, I forgot, sorry. You know, somewhere in between that, like you open up with like Voodoo, Glow Skulls, have Brian come in and close with Streetlight Manifesto or something. I don't know. What? Sorry. I love the tones of this. I think what really pushes me over the edge on it is just the dirt, the respect for the dirt in this track. You know, the grindy guitar work, and the vocals are hilarious. And if you understand a little Spanish, you laugh just a little bit more. Death by Stereo. Ah, yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that makes sense though, because it's a much smaller community, I think, in the Latin world. You know, these more outlier genres compared to, you know, the other stereo, Soda Stereo, which is a whole different style. I'm sorry. I just went into the Argentine pop. You know, have you guys ever heard of Soda Stereo? Wasn't that what they were called? Soda Stereo or Soda? Stereo Soda? Stereo Soda, was it? What was it? Oh no, Amon, somebody help me. I'm such bad Argentina. I should not, that more of that very famous Argentine band back in the day. Anyhow, I digress. Minnesota. Okay, here we go. I did, right, okay, right, we did that. Okay, so I did do a Soda Stereo, right. All right, love the track. I love that you sent this in and you hyped us on this. I appreciate that. Yeah, Studio. Soda Stereo is good, and what a legacy band too. But every time I do any listens to it, I always get blocked, so. Llevo mi putas, carajo. The publishing company. Toma cornudos. I'm sorry. ¿Dónde está mi mate? Okay, here we go. Next up, Hella Fanboy is up next, and we are going to be doing a song from Hella Fanboy. Oh shit, I almost blew up my form. What just happened? NEM, it's a twister. No. Shut up, boy. Oh, the voices in my head are coming out now. I just do my show this way. I'm sorry, Amon. It's just, you know, that's just, if you know anything about, you know, you know, it's vulgar, yes. My family from Argentina, everything is just, especially my uncle, Tio Minty, he's still alive, he's in his 80s, and everything was like, ala, me taxe, me tre la putas que lo parió, cara. I mean, everything had vigor behind it, just so, all right, here we go. Let me try this again because I almost blew up my form. This is from Hella Fanboy. We're getting back to it now. We're going to listen to a little anime. The track is called Akatsuki. The anime is Naruto Shippuden. Shippuden. Naruto. It's that one. The message is Naruto Shippuden has one of the best soundtracks of any anime. I can see the people from Cowboy Bebop Cowboy coming in for this one, and also the ones from what's the other ones that Kebab Seller's been sending us all the time. That would be a fun debate. You know what I would do? I'd say, so where's the best music from which anime? And go. One, that's right. One Piece. Okay, I'll try it again. I sidetracked myself. Naruto Shippuden is one of the best soundtracks of any anime. Personally, it even has the best soundtrack of all time because it has so many heavy emotional and dramatic tracks, action-packed tracks that combine rock and traditional Japanese music, as well as dark and villainous tracks. Speaking of villainous tracks, the theme song for the criminal organization Akatsuki is the best villainous theme I've ever heard. And it looks like this is it. So let's check this out, guys. This is from Hell of a Fanboy. Are you here, Hell of a Fanboy? Are you somewhere here? If not, this is for you, my friend. All right. You're coming in with the big old organ and dark voices. Hey, Hot Chicken and Diapers in the house. How's it? Dark, insidious. Boba Fett flying through. I like the anxiety that the organ's creating. Said my ex-girlfriend. Staying in the same key though, we're just staying in that same drone, but the buildup is very intense. Oh, that was it? No, I was so into it. So apparently somewhere in the, it's a scene or is this a game, guys? Help me out. I think it was an anime, that's right. In this particular scene, apparently, as what you guys are saying, it's kind of a buildup, as you guys said, of bad guys maybe showing up and popping up around, and maybe our main character might be getting a little stressed out and watching this all go down. One thing the composer did in this, and because this was a score, it sounded like it was a score piece to an anime, so we don't know where that's sitting at the bottom in the mix of, you know, audio, whatever, voiceovers going on, whatever else could be going on. The composer really just leaned into anything that can create the anxiety and the darkness and the dungeonous aspect of it, like, you know, like about to dive into a hell of a battle. I don't know if this is a pre-battle kind of a track, but starting off with the large organ and the vocals, or the choir, the choral the large church organ, and the vocals. You know, obviously you automatically you're going to get this kind of macabre, dark kind of drive. But he stayed right in the same note, or in the same tonic. Da, da, da. Okay, let me see if I'm going to guess this right. F. I don't know. Felt like an F. He hammered on it. Dun, dun, you know, Alman, was that an F? I don't know. I'm just saying. I know we're all waiting for Alman to chime back. Jeeves just coughed out a potential, you know, key, possibly, maybe. Thanks. Dun, 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 that's the note right there. But I love the build-up. And the percussion, though, here's the one thing, though. It sounded like the horn section and stuff that was kind of purposely pulled back. So I don't know if that had to do with the kind of mix that maybe the composer knew it was going to go there, so that he didn't let the horns rip. You know, so something like that. But I love the track. I love the darkness of it. I wanted it to go on for another 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Anybody else out there thought it should have gone on? I think we were just getting into it. So you're not going to believe who's up next. You know who's up next. I'm not fixing it. It's just the way it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be the very first time that Hot Chick in a Diaper is actually here with us right now while we listen to one of her tracks. Hot Chick in a Diaper, are you still here? Please make yourself known, because we've all been going, where is he? We love her for the music and we don't know. Watch, she won't pop in now. Probably. There you are. Look, everybody, she's there. There she is. Okay. Oh, did you hear me snort? That was gross. Okay. Well, I'm excited to have you in the chat with us. And I know the other Kados are. So welcome back. I did snort, didn't I? I don't know where. That's that extra old man foliage of nasal cavity that's happening. So Hot Chick in a Diaper wants us to listen to a band called, or an artist, a Wilhelm Scream, I believe. That's the name of the band or the artist. The name of the song is The Horse. And the message is, admittedly, probably one of their most well-known songs, and not necessarily my favorite, but knowing your affinity for bass, you have to check this out. Oh, so you guys start, yeah, I guess I let enough of myself out there that when you folks are responding with stuff that has the bass, I like the bass. I get back to basic. I'm sorry. So anyhow, everybody, right now could be a long time before she's back with us, because she drops in, drops out. Hot Chick in a Diaper is amongst the Kados right now. We are going to be listening to Wilhelm Scream, and the name of the song is The Horse. You guys ready? Let's go. Wow. Ooh, nice.
I am just waiting in a room. I only
Oh my God, that tapping up.
I am berating onlookers now. Silently greeting pleasant eyes.
Oh my God. The bass is creaming it.
I am just waiting in a room. My mind will slip from time to time.
Oh, they flipped arrangements. Badass with the guitar and the bass.
Relating from the roof now. Messages bouncing from the wires. It's another day in a race for what a man. Rinse off the mud, burn away the mark of a maker now. But we're alive.
Man, I really love this. There's some Rush vibes right there. Have you noticed it's been wall-to-wall harmonies on the vocals? Well, the bass player is crushing it. Hot chick, this is going in my playlist. I love this. Save it. That bass, the bass and the chord plays. He's using a double stop technique. I love that. Right, Aman? I'm telling you. I love that descending work on the bass. What a Chauncey grind on the guitar tones. No, the drum micing's insane, but I tell you what's even more insane is, separate from that, is the overhead setup. Judgment, I am so with you on that. I was just thinking, if I was back on a skateboard, back in my own Bane Sim skateboard days. These guys are great musicians. Hot Chicken and Diaper, that was so badass. I've never, it's almost like this journey that I've been going through, you know, with folks such as yourself, bringing me into this more of a punky environment. That's probably not a really good way to say it, but I'm a noob, so cut me a little slack there. How incredibly musical this was, you know, and there were some sprinkles of Rush in there. The opening up with that arpeggiation in the first verse where the bass is doing the tapping, and then the guitar was just holding a very mild kind of rhythm pattern. And then I think maybe it was after the first 8 bars, they flipped it. So then that same pattern went out to the guitars and the bass player got a little more traditional on the line and stuff like that. The background vocals were a constant through the whole track. I think that might be a thing sometimes in some punk genres, that there's always like a background vocal harmony that's going from top to bottom. The last harmony was super badass, but this was really super musical. This went straight into my playlist. This is not something I normally, you know, let's put it this way. If somebody was to ask me right now, which I'm asking me right now, what is my fastest growing favorite genre is punk rock and all its subgenres, because of what you guys have been turning me on to. I mean, I've heard it before, I enjoyed it, you know, but this whole thing, even with Ginger, with bringing, I'm sorry, not Ginger, oh my God, who brought me in the skulls, the Voodoo skulls, you know, that even that whole vibe, you know, I'm going, there's just so much under there to peel back. And they're such incredible musicians. It was Lisa. Yeah, they're such incredible musicians. I'm an average musician at best, but I have an understanding of what it takes to go. I can barely do this thing, so I have a great respect for that. So, Hot Chicken in a Diaper, thank you so much. Not only for dropping this track on us, thank you so much for all the tracks you have been dropping us on the Kados, and also just showing up and saying aloha as well. And so I appreciate it, and I hope you're doing well. So, all right, next up, La Cremosa. Here we go. I'm in a very good mood, can you tell, compared to yesterday? Yesterday's mood was totally polar opposite. In a kind of polar, what do you call it, reversal of the thingies. Help me. What are the reversal of the, help me, reversal of the, help me, somebody in the polar, what are they called? Reversal of the magnetic fields. Thank you. Lacrimosa got, he goes, oh, I see what the old guy's kind of looped on right there. The magnetic field, right? Oh, shit. Anyhow, Lacrimosa, how are you? I hope you're having a good start to your weekend. What is it? It's 6:45 for you. I think you're in Cali time. Let me see here. What does Lacrimosa want us to check out? We're going to be doing... Oh my God, Korean barbecue. Are you kidding me, bro? Oh, Korean barbecue is the best. Have any of you guys ever tried? Now, this is something that actually I found out was something, I could be wrong here, so let me just give this a quick break here really quick. You brought up Korean barbecue, Lacrimosa. I got to lean on this. What I love about Korean barbecue is the fact that when you go, especially here in Hawaii, when you go out and you get Korean barbecue, you get all these other trays of like the cucumber and things that you can kind of, little side dishes right up front. Most of them are cool in temperature and stuff. You get your kimchi, you get all kinds of stuff. But what I found out that one of my favorite foods, and I don't know if you have this over there in the mainland, and Lacrimosa help me with this, meat jun or fish jun. Ever heard of that? Meat jun or fish jun. And what it is, it's a type of meat that's kind of pounded out thin and then egg battered and then fried, or fish, like a white fish or something, and then egg battered and then quick fried, so the egg is cooked, and then they put this unbelievable sauce on it. I don't know if that's a thing that might be, but strictly here in Hawaii, but it's unreal, guys. You can look it up, meat jun, just whatever. And I'm sure it's really easy to make, but I think from what I understand, the history of it is when, because all the cultures that came here in Hawaii for, when they were immigrants working on the plantations and stuff, they all kind of got together and said, well, what do you got? And these guys brought eggs, and these guys brought this, and these guys brought this, and this guy made this sauce, and this guy did this. It's unreal. Sorry, Lacrimosa, you made me go on that. You say Korean barbecue. And also in Costco, I get the big kimchi. That is so badass. Okay, enough food. Abba Jeebs with his Abbacado and food channel now. I'm just saying. Oh, shit. Okay, here we go. Lacrimosa wants us to listen to a band or an artist called Purity Ring. And the song is called Pink Lightning. I have a confession. Uh-oh, he's confessing to us, folks. One of our long time Kados. Sometimes I get too caught up in requesting songs. I think about which band sounds like I think about which bands sound like what and what song has which gimmick. Okay, I'm sorry. And I lose sight of the simplest things. Let's just listen to something sonically pleasing. I like how you put that out there. Kind of reminds me of the Hope Core thing I've just been going through. All right, this is from Lacrimosa. Once again, the name of the song is Pink Lightning by the band or artist Purity Ring. Let's go. I'm sorry, for a second I was looking for a speed dial like I was on an album or something. I was like... It's like a demo from Vessel when he was younger. Wow, this is great. Wow. Is that a Sepulum?
I would let the world become you. Give it time, blooming like the shadows upon you. I drown beside it, floating on the water to show me. Your softer side, everything is spinning beneath till it falls like glass. Just give it time. The sands
I'm
will
looking at, I love the ambient ethereal treatment of some of those samples in the back.
Heavy are the winds from the east. They've come to see, falling like hundred year trees mist. Your body watching as it comes with the pieces. On the beach, patient as a bird in my
Great
eyes.
spacey bass line.
Lightning, I bear to breathe. Smoke will fall. Oh, sees me.
I love that with the bass.
It still feels like I can't stop crying. Hold me inside it. It still feels like a storm, not dying. And all that was undone was done when we were young. I'm not sure how it feels quite.
I like the hopeful chord pattern.
Everything is spinning beneath till it falls like glass. Just give it time. Now close your eyes. Heavy is the weight in my chest, oh. The seldom dread lying in the dark with a weight curl over my head and all my blood. I'd rather be found.
This is
oh.
such a
Recklessness
chill
on a
glide
regular
vibe.
piece. I rest between the echoing just quietly. Oh, sees me. One water rises. It still feels like I can't.
That's a
stop
great synth sound right there.
Hold me inside it. It still feels like a storm, not dying. And all that was undone was done when we were young. I'm not sure how it feels quite. It still
Great
feels
background
like I
vocals.
can't stop crying. It still feels like a storm, not dying.
There's a little bit of that frou production in here. And I love, love, love this stuff. What a great track. I got to tell you, Lacrimosa, actually it brought me into a little nostalgia because I've talked about this before, but there was... I never thought of sharing ever this kind of music with my father, but a few years before he passed away, I would play him music like this, or I'd be driving, driving him to the doctors or whatever. And so I popped this in, something of the same style and stuff, and he really loved the creativity of composers like this that can use these, less than traditional, let's call it, synth sounds and make still such beautiful music out of it. So the transition from the male vocal to the female vocal was a nice surprise, though I was already ready to glide through the whole thing with the male vocal. The chord changes were also kind of uplifting and motivational in the sense of like kind of flying through clouds, let's say. Some of the clouds you can't see, and then you come out and you kind of come through and you come out. But as far as the nostalgia thing for me, it's kind of reminds me of stuff that I would play for my dad, and my dad would be going, God, I love this. And to me, I'd be going, my dad says that, coming from the kind of classical background and everything that he's, as a composer. The other thing that I noticed that you dropped in there is that just how many plugins it would have taken on Pro Tools to do something like this. Actually, I kind of identified probably only 4 or 5. One specifically for the trap or the drums. And sometimes there's just a single module, like something that's like a composition module, like we call it Contact 7, or is it 8 now, or 15? I don't know what it is now, from Native Instrument, where it was a single module that you have a selection of all these great internal modules that you can pull from. So a lot of times, even in Pro Tools now, or any of the newer DAWs that you buy, they'll come packed with a shit ton of, sounds and loops and all kinds of stuff. And I think that's great, because it helps younger composers in a motivational way, helps them learn and create. Kind of like that video that I put out on the Decomposer Lounge, about the joy of creating. But I think the complexity in it, though, actually is pulling the reins back. I think when you had said at the very beginning, something so simple, something that, there's a lot of work to be. Miles Davis said it best when he said, some of the best music comes from the spaces between the notes, which is a pull on simplicity. So thank you so much, man, for coming in there, and enjoy your Korean barbecue, dude. Oh my God, Korean barbecue just went back into my head now. I'm just like, so that's what I'm talking about. Thanks, La Cremosa, appreciate it. Next up is Incentio to the rescue. Damn, I got a lot of donos here today. So Incentia would like us to listen to, let me see what we got here. What are we gonna listen to? We're gonna be listening to, it says metal, but don't know. Have you guys ever heard of Volbeat? V-O-L-B-E-A-T. I think I've done something from Volbeat. The name of the song is For Evigt. E-V-I-G-T. This is a live performance in 2017. And the message is, Happy Easter to the me and the Kados. And the quick message is, it's Danish information. The song title means forever. Oh, that kind of Danish. I thought you were talking about bakery Danish, like Happy Easter and here's the Danish. My bad. I'm old. Leave me alone. The song title means forever. Translated of the Danish lyrics, forever, maybe forever, will go the same way together. And when the day of tomorrow gets eyes, and the night rests, will forever, maybe go the same way. All right. So this is from Incentia. The name of the band is Volbeat, and the name of the song is For Evigt. Let's go. Looks like it's a live performance, too. I like that. Food gutter. Wow, look at that crowd. What a great voice. Jeez, look at that crowd. Oh, another singer. Wow, these guys are massive, huge, aren't they? I really love this guy's voice. The music is very straightforward rock. So is the guy not playing guitar? Is he like a lead vocalist typically in the band, but maybe this particular song, the guitar player takes more of the lead vocal responsibility? Oh, more musicians came in. Is that a banjo? Yeah. I can hear it in the mix. That's great. The chord changes are a lot like that great song they did for raising funds in Europe. I think it was the Christmas song. It's okay that it's them, but not you, that me. It just kind of reminds me a little bit of that song that they did for Christmas for like fundraising back in the 80s when all those guys got together. Thank God it's them instead of you or something like that. Live Aid, yes. That one turned up. Wow. Oh, what an age spread on the audience, too. I love that. Absolutely mind-numbing. First of all, I'm just aghast at gasp with the size of that theater, that stadium, and that everybody is there. So I take it that Volbeat then, and forgive me for my ignorance, but I'm just in my little snow globe of an existence on this planet. Very powerful band, but I don't know that you guys tell me if they made it a little more into the American mainstream. Apparently, they don't even need to, because look at how, impacted and how well celebrated the band is. The song itself, very straightforward, kind of kept everything nice and square. It did remind me of, and this is not a bad thing, I thought it was a very catchy tune when it was written, but it had the chord changes and it had the same vibe and close to the same melody, not close to enough for any, legal reasons I'm saying it, but just made me feel that song that Turnip said it was. Let me scooch back and see what Turnip said it was. Do They Know It's Christmas? Remember that song that they did in Live Aid back in the day? And it just had that, pull to it. But the lead, I guess the guitar player is the lead writer and the lead vocalist. What a great voice he has. And it looked like maybe this was like, there were some, feature musicians and stuff that came through as well. There was the female, there was the other male, and then there was even the banjo guy that showed up. But I thought that was super badass, and I loved it. You know me, I love watching live performances. So, yeah, there could have been a little Coldplay in that vibe as well. Yeah, you're right, Coldplay too, a little bit of straightforward. And also, who's that other band I'm thinking about? Shoot. I'll get it. It'll come to me some other time, because it does. Thank you so much, man, for bringing that in. And it's good seeing you here. Tonto. Okay, guys, here we go. We know what's gonna. We know. What we know is what we don't know that Tonto Corazon is going to bring us here. Tonto Corazon has us getting ready to listen to. Let's see what we got here. This is a track called Colors by the band Black Pumas. And his message to us is good vibes to everybody. Of course, I believe Tonto Corazon is in Argentina somewhere, I think. I'm not too sure. Anyhow, let's do this. This is from Tonto Corazon. Dominican Republican. Thank you.
I woke up to the morning sky first.
Ooh, what a great voice.
Baby blue, just like we rehearsed. When I get up off this ground, I shake the leaves back down to the brown, 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 till I'm clean. Then I walk where I'll be shaded by the trees, by a meadow of green, for about a mile. I'm headed to town in style, with all my favorite colors, all my favorite colors, right on.
Wow. It's kind of a little reminding me of Indie Irene. I said her name right.
So good day to me, a good day for me, a good day to see.
What a vibe.
My favorite colors, my sisters and my brothers, see them like no other.
Indie Irene, thank you. Oh, this guy's voice. Ooh, where's that bass player? I hear him.
Where the baby blues birds fly, and gray clouds, oh white walls, oh blue skies, we gon' fly, feel alright. Hey Steve, help me feel alright back there. Now we gon' oh, that's alright. It sound like
I love the little smoky rock organ.
Sweet morning, good morning.
Ooh, the bass.
With all my favorite colors, yes sir. All my favorite colors, right.
You're right, Brexter. This would be a great Motorfest or Crew Fest jam.
My brother, see 'em like no other. All my favorite colors. So good day to me, a good day for me, a good day to see my baby color. My sisters and my brothers, see 'em like no other. Oh, my favorite color. Oh. Let me feel your loving. Yeah. Don't you feel closer, baby?
What a great sound in that lead. It almost sounds pig nosy. You know if you know.
Getting closer now, yeah. I'm on the other side, where the baby blues birds fly, and gray clouds, oh white walls, oh blue skies, we gon' fly, feel alright. Help me feel alright. We gon' ooh, 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 yeah. They sound like ooh, 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 yeah. And the least I can say, I anticipate a homecoming parade as we finna gate in the morning. Sweet morning. sound, help me out.
I love the engineering on this. They're not forcing a stereo imaging on it. It's there, but they're not forcing it on us. I think actually mostly the stereo imaging might be coming just from the overheads.
Get me closer, baby. All my favorite colors. All my favorite colors, yeah.
Ah, this guy's
Can't you
voice.
see 'em? My sisters and my brothers. See 'em like no other. All my favorite colors. It's a good day to me. A good day for me. A good day to see my favorite colors. Colors. My sisters and my brothers. See 'em like no other. All my favorite colors.
Wow. Badass. Absolutely badass. What a beautiful track. I've never heard of the art or of the Black Pumas. And if I did, I've done 2 or 3 tracks in my career here as a listener online. What an unbelievable voice. Just a beautiful voice. The pattern was really nice that the band was keeping and working around. The bass player was smoking. Every single one of them were smoking. There's no two ways about it. I love the background vocals, the textures of it that it added. But that guy is just, his vocals, and that at the very beginning, he caught me like, I think it was the third note or a dynamic inflection that he did on the third note. I was like, I had to stop in my place and go, did I just hear that? And then he did it again. It was just absolutely stunning. What, some of you, I just saw 1 a.m. kind of drop in and say this is one of his favorite tracks. How long has Black Pumas been around? I don't know. I don't have any history of it, but what I'm definitely going to do is I'm going to jump into my Spotify and I'm going to look for some of them and definitely start digging into it. But I so love the groove. I also like the interchangeable moving around. People do a little solo here, a little keyboard solo over here, a little guitar over here. Bass player was nice and tucked in. But at the end of the day, since 2017, fairly recent, huh? Wow. But at the end of the day, also listening to it just with my little engineer ears, I think maybe the line ends were all mono. It seemed like, into the tiny desk. Maybe that's part of the allure. But there were some overheads, I believe. I almost saw some overheads over the drums that gave us more of like it was not mono all up in your face. And there was a little panning, a little bit here. But I love the fact that, and what I've heard so far in these tiny desk productions, they don't try to force any unnatural imaging on there, you know, in the final mix out. They let it just sit and be what it is, a tiny desk performance. And I think you really can pick up on a lot of the killer dynamics in performances like that. So that's what I'm saying, is what I have to say. Next up, Potatoey. Potatoey, are you here? Potatoey? If you is here, Potatoey, we are going to do the C together, Potatoey. And so, hey, there you are, Potatoey. Potatoey. I'm just making sure I'm saying it right, as close as I can get. How are you? Thank you so much for your kind little boosty here, and also for hanging out here with the Abbacados. Or the Cados. I'm the Abba, I don't know, whatever. Hey guys, we're doing a game. This is called Reverse 1999, and the song is A Cocoon Her Own. And it's funny, he goes, I don't know what genre this is supposed to be, but LOL. All right, Potatoey, thank you so much for coming back and hanging out with us. And let's see what Potatoey is bringing into the house here for our earball enjoyment. I'm already loving this little Spanish influence here. Amon, please get out the tip jar. Right, Australia? Is this an A, by the way? Little James Bond move there. That kind of soft harp pattern that keeps going through this. Now it's starting to lift a little bit with the piano. Oh, did I guess right? A. Are we gonna get hit in the knees with some metal here? I'm really digging this. Very Phrygian in the refrigerator. Nice. Yeah, it's got definite trance vibe. Drummer's working it. Great ghost notes. This is definitely a drum and bass vibe for me. God, there's something about the tom-toms that sound kind of great but puny. So I can't tell if that's a keyboard bass. This is great music for a boss fight, I gotta say. Because there's an anxiety in these notes here. I love this little change he throws in there. That spiccato bounce to the string. But I'm curious is if in the visuals of the game, is it kind of an Arabic, deserty vibe or something like that? Because it kind of has that, right? I'm just saying. But you know, it's that 3-note pattern that I've told you guys about, right? That could really pull the darkness out of it. and still yield itself to be very melodic. Da, 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 da. Oh, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, jerk us around a little bit there. I like that. Ooh, this is nice. See, now you can tell they're going to bring it in for a close. Dare I say it, but great drum programming. Now the drummer's buying an airplane ticket to hit me over the head with one of his sticks for me saying that, but it kind of sounds that way to me, but it doesn't matter, right? Sounds like a little didgeridoo hiding back there. Did you hear that? This is nice right here. Breaking up a little bit of monotony. That's true. That violin lead. But putting my head back in the game, if this is a boss fight music, which it says it is, this is great. I don't know what the characters look like. Sounds like a little didgeridoo back there. Or is that a mouth harp? So you're saying it's a girls' fight, or it's a the characters, the boss fights are girls on this? I thought it was great. I love the Arabic vibe of the whole thing. The opening up with the ooh-ah, if you would, of the female singer. But you know, I'm learning now, that not all boss fights have to be, you know, aggressive or, you know, big ballsy banging. You know, it also depends on the games, too, whatever the palette of instruments that the composer has chosen. I've actually, on my journey with you guys here, listening to different music from video games, have realized that, like, I would love to see what a boss fight would look like at Stardew Valley. You know, and she would write, that composer, they'll write something like that and still stay in the context of, and maybe there is, and I don't know because I haven't gotten that far. I'm still just, you know, chopping down trees and shit. But, you know, each game has, you know, a reference to what would be a boss fight arrangement based on the theme of the music, you know, something like that. But this actually sounded like if there wasn't a lot of obnoxious sound design in the game going on, this sounded like something like I'd probably just hang around in the boss fight just to keep listening to that a little bit, not really care if I got killed or anything or evaporated or whatever happens to you if you lose this boss fight, but just to listen to this thing go, you know. So that was really super cool. Okay, lateral tap. Are you here? Are you here, lateral tap? By the way, Potato, thank you so much. That was very, very cool, and I do appreciate it. There he is. Lateral tap is here. That was my enunciation theme for you. Lateral tap wants us to listen to a band or an artist by the name of Brainstory. The name of the song is Beautiful Beauty. And the message is, like a light, breezy, relaxed summer day, Beautiful Beauty is the 6th track off of Brainstory's 2019 album, Buck. All right. Oh, look, I like this. Happy face on the thumbnail. We'll see what we're into, unless I'm going to get rickrolled. Here we go. I love these kind of videos. It's like a Mentos commercial. Reppin' in the house. How's it? Cheese butter good chips.
Blue, green, yellow, celebrate.
What a great voice.
Vibrates you to tears. Words for wanting nothing more than to shake
I can smell it from here.
the air. Some call it love. Some call it God.
This is a great track, bro.
More.
And truly, from the days I used to get high, I could see myself getting roasted on something like this, and this is the kind of music would be in my head.
Toothless smiles, imaginations for miles.
Well, I used to, and I still do, but I used to too.
For the world who dares to cage you up, ooh, like a bear in a zoo. They can't take that away, away from you. Some call it love.
I just love those background vocals. So subtle, so chill. Makes me want to go eat like a 10 milligram gummy right now. But it won't come on until the end of the stream. I'm just saying. The boys are dancing. How appropriate my shirt, yeah? Yeah, the mix is an important part of this without a doubt.
She looks just like a day in spring. 'Cause when she smiles, she's got the birds.
There's a really short trem or a long trem on the guitar that has this nice little flex to it. Not quite a phase.
They all wish they could be March, April, or May. Some call it love. Some call it God, but I know it's
I really love this guy's voice, man. This guy's got a badass voice. The video shot well, like you're just really freaking high. You're looking at life through a kaleidoscope. I'm just saying. Somebody's gonna clip that. Everybody come on down. We're all getting past the Dutchies to the left-hand side. Oh, let's all get stanky on the dank. That's what I'd be talking about.
Some call it love and some call it God. But watch while it grows till it's all that you are.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Wow, that was a great freaking track. Hey, wait, was there more? Oops, did I blow it? Stand by. I think there's a little more. Stand by. Oh. Hey, here we go. Stand by. So true. That's so indica of them. Totally, Ginger. There's no two ways about it. That's why it's very indica. Everybody, you guys have to thank Lateral Tap for that one. That was like bringing it all in the house. We all made our confessions right there to the glory for the Buttamus Jubitus. And I do miss it. I can't smoke anymore. You guys hear me? I'd choke to death just talking. So unfortunately, I do miss. I think I forgot who. I read a comment about it that the gummies aren't quite the same, and I agree. I love. First of all, let's just talk about the music. I loved the music. It is exactly what my brain would hear when I would get sideways. I'd be walking on the beach, like I'd get out of my car. First, I'd get baked. Of course, this was a long time ago, so I can't get in trouble. I'd leave my house and I'd get baked on the road and just get to the beach, find a place to park. Usually it was a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday when the rest of the world was working. There's a beach in northern LA County called Zuma. I used to hang out at Station 12, and I'd surf first because water's nice and cold, so a little bit of a refresher dip. Get out there, sometimes dolphins hanging around or whatever, and catch a little bit of surf. It could be shitty and I didn't care, like small, kind of 2 to 3 foot blown stuff. And then I'd get out and get underneath the lifeguard station. I'd put a towel over my head, and I would just roast a stinker just by myself. And then I'd be just sitting there going, hey. And this would be the song that would manifest in my head without knowing it. Just the whole vibe and everything. And then at about 11 o'clock in the morning, the rest of we used to call it Hobo Canyon. So all the rest of the guys, all their burns would come out of Hobo Canyon. We'd convert around the 12th lifeguard station, Station 12. And we'd all be just going, hey. Oh my God, you sparked Lateral Tap. You sparked a, no pun, but you sparked some nostalgia with that track. But now I can't. And because of my lungs and I can't get around it. If I catch a whiff of it, I don't know what happens. My chest starts to spasm and I just can't do it. Plus, we've talked about this before, gang. I can be honest with you guys. This stuff is so damn strong now. I just don't even, if it's like doing a freeze back in the days when you would do a freeze with that other thing and you go, and that was just enough to get your mouth numb and just getting ready for the 8-ball. I mean, playing pool, 8-ball, that's what I'm talking about. You shoot the 8-ball in the pocket. Bruh, I'm just saying. Nowadays, the buds are so strong, if I touch it, I've got to, it's like eating like one of those ghost peppers now. You got to wear gloves, just get any on you and you're just like, so I have to get these CBD green card little 5-10 milligram things and just go, hey, and woof. That was such a perfect track for me to take a break on because I'm talking bubbles right now.